But good. Two more. One more. No, that wasn't appreciated. You just that was good. This-
Someone just stand right in front of you.
What's that? You want to rack your weight? No. Okay.
Nah.
I have to remember that like the longer I hold on to the weight, the more tired I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Ugh. Today's gonna be more like a solo topic, but well, you can talk about it if you want, but it's gonna be like the approach that I have now that I'm like bulking to the training that I'm doing. Because I already talked about how my mentality shifts when I'm cutting. So I want to talk about the mentality that I approach like exercising in a bulking period.
You do that.
Okay. Why?
2 more.
No. Let go. Why am I getting so gassed out at the third rep, bruh?
Huh?
It's annoying. It's pissing me off. What? I'm like, I'm losing stamp. Like, I have the energy. My muscles just don't want to do it. They're like, ah. They give up on the third rep. What the hell?
I think you need to get your body used to, well, yeah, because 100 is the highest they go here, huh? So yeah, we're gonna need to go to the other one, so you can at least do like static holds. Because for now, your body, that's all you've been doing. Your body's like, oh, well, this is how much we can do. This is how much we're gonna do.
I guess.
it's like there's
Brother.
no other numbers, so we're.
I have
saying
the
here.
energy to do it. Like, I can feel it.
Well then, yeah. So then we'll go to the other one, and you can do like static holds at least.
No, I'll
maybe-
be able
and
to
then-
do reps with like the 105s
Okay, well
and the
then,
110s.
then we need to go over there and do that.
It's just annoying that like my body's like, I'll be like mid rep and my body's like, I don't want to do this today. I'm like, what are you doing?
We're actually done.
They're like,
We're closing up shop
The hell?
for today.
okay. You'll see us when we do flies. Okay. So I'll talk about it after this, but I want to talk about like the approach that I have mentally when it comes to doing stuff on a bulk. So with bulking, it's like, if you remember what we did during the, or what we talked about during the cutting video, it's sort of like the opposite. You have to kind of like get into this mental state of kind of ignoring. And I know that it's like, it might sound a little dangerous because it is, right? You have to kind of ignore the signs that you usually listen to when you're cutting. Because the purpose of going on a bulk is pushing your limits, right? And innately that's going to put you in a position where you're kind of like towing the line, if that makes sense. And you'll see that with a lot of my training. Sometimes it's successful and sometimes it's not. But at the end of the day, what's important is you're kind of like testing what you're capable of doing. And you're figuring out, you know, what you're capable of kind of pushing and what you're kind of not, right? So yeah, with that in mind, just like making sure that like you're, you know, uh, not underestimating yourself. And I know that's harder than it sounds, or than it's harder to put into practice than just saying it, because a lot of the times we kind of get used to like regulating what we're capable of doing, and kind of saying like, okay, like this is unreasonable for me to do. When in reality, sometimes you kind of just need like someone there to help you and to tell you that you can do it. And like when you actually attempt it, then it's a whole different story, right? Than just like picturing it in your head, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we'll continue this in a little bit, but we're gonna finish up this and then we got Larson press after this, so we'll see what we're gonna do over there. But okay, we got one more off camera and then we'll go do some Larson press. All right, D. We got 2 sets of this. Shouldn't be too bad. My legs are just killing me. So I got one more. And I should be done with chest, so we can start doing back finally. Oh, we can wrap up the topic. Okay. So, a big reason why it's kind of like important for you to like toe the line is because the more you stay, and actually like today is actually a perfect example of why. You saw me like getting super frustrated with myself when I was doing the hundreds, and I can feel in my body and in my mind that I have it, right? I have more in me. But because I don't have the stimulus, or I don't have the weights here in this gym to stimulate, my body to, almost force it to be improving, I'm staying at the same weight. I'm stuck here, right, at the hundreds. And in a sense, if you're not someone that's genetically gifted, you have to kind of force yourself to grow by any means necessary, because that's just how you're going to get, the results that you want. You're going to have to force your body to get in this position where that has no other choice but to adapt to what you're doing. And that's honestly like the method I'd recommend for even like new people, because when you're new to this, your body is very I guess like it's new, but it's also it's not used to the stimulus that you're applying to it, right? So if you push yourself really really hard and you're hitting your macros, right? You're hitting your protein goals, you're making sure you're getting enough carbs in, all these things, you're setting yourself up for a lot more success than if you were to start going to the gym and you were still eating junk food, if that makes sense. So to wrap things up, when you're cutting, it's energy management, right? We're making sure that we're pushing ourselves, but not to the point where we know we could potentially injure ourselves or, past what our energy expenditure, like what energy we have in reserve. And then for bulking, it's like basically the opposite, right? We're pushing ourselves to the point where we're like questioning whether or not we have it. And we're testing where our limits fall in that sense. So, I don't know, that's just the way that I personally do it. But hopefully that can help you guys in some way. Understand that like when you are eating more, right, or you are in this position where you're, giving your body more fuel than it needs, you can kind of push and toe the line when it comes to your limits and when it comes to what you're capable of. So let's do one more set and we'll go do some rest. Okay. Let us go do some rows. Okay. The warm-up has been completed. We're gonna go for a PR today. We'll see how this goes, but I have a good feeling about this. This mirror in front of me is so dirty. Ugh. Okay. I'll take it. I mean, I got like 4.5, but hey, rowing 285 is no joke. Or 265. 285 would be with a 10. But I did not think I would ever be able to do that. That's crazy. It's funny because like my thought process is like immediately after I reach this, I'm like, all right, now we got to work up to 3 plates. It's gonna take so much time, but I'm gonna enjoy it for sure. Okay, let's go down to 2 and just finish things off. My legs are killing me. Not really. They're sore, but they're not like the last time I did legs. They were a lot worse, which is good because that means that my body's getting used to doing legs intense again. Okay, one more off camera. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We were going to be attempting this weight by ourselves. Last time we did this, we needed a spotter. I don't know. This will be kind of a hit or miss because we already did kind of heavier weight. So maybe we give ourselves a bit of a break beforehand. Drink some water and sit. Your rests are just as important as your sets, guys. Trust me. Even when your body feels, or your mind feels ready, your body might not be. I burped. You guys ever see like machines and like the damage they have and wonder how the hell this even happened? Well, no, I know how this happened. There's like a bunch of scrapes. You guys can't see it, but there's like a bunch of scrapes all along this part of the pole. And it's definitely just because people like let go of the weight and like it like hits the metal part. Or let go of their handle and it hits the metal part. Especially like the sides are just, is it like, yeah, it's directly there. Yeah. Okay. Let us do this. Or try it at least. Get a good song. Okay. Good. I'd say that's pretty good for no spot. The form could be a little bit better, but what can you do? we're not looking for the perfect rep, especially not with 200, especially not with 250 pounds in our hands. So we'll do one more on camera, one more off, and then we'll do our seated rows per usual, and we'll go check things out. Should be perfect. Ew, I got like a hair in my mouth. Alright. Nah. This is what I meant by do I want to die? I do not have the energy for that. Alrighty, whatever. Rather overshoot than under. But
Attention
we'll take a
the club
longer
will be
break,
closing in 10 minutes.
and then we'll do one more set off camera. This, my friends, is why we can't have nice things. I'm looking all over the place for the clip, and it apparently no longer exists. So we're gonna have to settle for this lame attachment. I'm like, dude, seriously? It's been like not even a day or a week that they've had that, and it's already gone. Someone definitely stole it. Seriously. Whatever. Alright. Let's warm up and then we'll go do a heavy set. Too heavy. Alrighty, let us go check things out. Okay, this is what we're looking like today. My arms are leaning out for some reason. I don't know. I'm eating my meals, and I think what's happening is I'm putting on muscle, and so the more muscle I put on, I'm burning fat faster, and so my body's starting to like lose weight, if that makes sense. I don't know. It always happens eventually for me for some reason, but my plan is to just kind of like breeze through like the whatever weight I'm gonna lose, and then just like up my calories again for some reason. But yeah, I got some PRs in today. Very cool. If you did enjoy the content, please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.